What's everybody asking you about? How great you are? What happened to the Chargers? What are we doing next year?
Yeah, what happened to the Chargers, man? What happened in the last game? Herbert, all that, all the huge. I've been diving in a little bit of just my life, my upbringing, my mindset.
So let's talk about it. What did happen? What the fuck? I thought you guys were on a run, Austin. I mean, here we go. Now, granted, I have to let you know, this is coming from somebody who's the fan of a team that lost in the last week to an organization that was dressed up like clowns because they were trying to fire the general manager because the general manager was a clown. And we got kicked out of the playoffs with 7 Pro Bowlers on the team, okay? So I understand that there is a little bit of upset all around the place. You don't win a Super Bowl, everybody's bummed. But what do you think you guys are going to take from this year into next year and hopefully take that next step? First year head coach still, I think there was a lot of expectation. But what do you think you take from this year into next year, Austin?
Man, the thing that I learned the most is, especially with the team that we have now, it's gonna be different next year because you know how it goes, the turnover.
Hey, that's like 30 people, by the way, because everybody knows the big names, but the lower half of the roster gone.
Yeah, people don't realize that. Like, we have a whole new team. I'll have a whole new faces all over the place next year because they just see us as the Chargers. But the biggest thing that I took away from our core players that's going to be there is when our back's against the wall is when we're at our best. And so whatever we got to do to get that mindset, like this is the edge, like this is do or die, that's what we have to go into the game. That's what every play has to feel like. Yeah. Because you saw, if you watched our last game against the Raiders, you see us go for 4th downs all the time. Why do you think we do that? Because Coach sees that in us, right? And that's
Herbert's best on 4th down is what everybody says.
Oh, my God, he's incredible. And it's like, why is that? Right? Because he has that edge. He feels like, okay, this is it. Like, I got to make this happen. Well, it's like, all right, I want that to be our mindset every single play, so that's going to be my message going into it next year.
Yeah, so how you do it? What do you think your message is going to be? Like, hey, listen, we're growing 4th downs. We got to do the first 3 like that? Like, that's a tough message, because shaping a mindset is a very fascinating thing. That's what Staley and you guys are going to have to do, though.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's what builds chemistry. That's what builds a culture, right? That's how you can build a community, is having some message, the same mindset going forward, and it's all about the messaging. It's all about how people are believing in it, right? People got to believe in it and buy in, and there's no reason we can't because we've seen what we can do when we're backs against the wall.
I can't believe you guys didn't go on a run. I can't believe the Colts didn't go on a run. This season was bananas. Is it?
It's been the wildest season I've been a part of.
You can believe the Colts didn't go on a run. Chargers can't believe it.
All right, shut up. Don't worry about him over there.
One and the other.
Yeah, I understand what you're talking about. But this season being as long as it was, did you feel that? Did you like the ups and downs, the sporadic? Do you think that's going to have to be something you guys adjust to? This season was bananas, Austin.
It was outrageous, man. It was outrageous. But yeah, this is the most up and down I've been a part of as far as like being in a team.
It's not just you guys, by the way. It was everybody. Every single team had that this year.
I know. And
do you think it's COVID? What do you think it is?
I have no idea. I have no idea what it is.
Really? Just sometimes,
I literally have no idea.
And every week in the NFL, you can get got. I mean, that's something everybody's on scholarship in the NFL. I understand that, but I'm excited to see what you guys go. Did anybody ever say, like, hey, coach, 6 points is more than 3 points. 3 points, though. Listen to this, coach. This is going to blow your fucking mind. More than 0 points. Did you guys ever have that conversation in there?
No, we had the conversation. You don't drop the ball, you score 6 points.
So it's execution. It's
don't drop the ball. We dropped 3 against the Chiefs. We dropped 3 touchdowns. Like, people are like, why are you going for it? Well, we had it. We can't drop the ball. We got to execute, man.
I love that.
We're there.
So you guys all understand that, though, right? It's been very common from the beginning. Brandon Staley's like, hey, this is how we're going to operate. We're going to be an aggressive team. No bullet left behind. Everything in the chambers
from the gates. The gates, and so, some people don't like it. Some people do. Yeah, obviously, if we make it, everyone thinks he's a hero. But the flip side, which we had a few of those, then, it starts to bring out how people feel about it.
Well, I mean, that's everything. Hindsight wins. I was part of a fake punt that if it worked.
Exactly.
Genius,
right?
But since it's not, it's on the internet forever. My name's the only thing attached to it.